Ramesses had her body sealed in her exquisite tomb. After Nefertari died, Ramesses completed the ultimate tribute to his wife. In an audacious act, Ramesses turned two entire mountains into temples. Side by side, one dedicated to himself and one to his wife, Nefertari. Abu Simbel was not intended simply as a memorial to Nefertari. Ramesses had chosen the location of the temples carefully.
The two temples at Abu Simbel are another piece of the propaganda exercise of Ramesses. They are situated at the southernmost border of Egypt to indicate the power of Egypt to people living further south. And it shows to everybody you can't really mess around with the Egyptian kings.
Here, overlooking the Nile, 3,000 years later, Ramesses still stands beside the woman he once called the one for whom the sun shines. Nefertari left Ramesses an important legacy: sons to rule Egypt after his death. But the long life that had been the pharaoh's greatest blessing was now fast becoming his curse. While he lived on, his children began to die. One by one, he groomed 12 of his heirs for power, named each as crown prince, only to watch them die. While bereavements wore down the old king, Ramesses made sure that the world still only heard of his successes. Tales of Ramesses' greatness were manufactured at a new temple the pharaoh had built for himself, the Ramesseum. Behind the temple's sanctuary was the intellectual heart of the empire, the House of Life. The scribes who worked here were responsible for carefully crafting the image Ramesses projected to the world. They composed the texts glorifying the pharaoh. They managed his campaign funds, and they were the designers of his buildings and monuments. The House of Life was Ramesses' ministry of propaganda. Its task, to create and exploit the larger-than-life image of their king.
They were masterminding the royal presentation of Pharaoh as this superhuman hero. They were image makers, so spin doctors, we would say in modern terminology, that would use traditional knowledge and apply it to the promotion of a particular individual, in this case of King Ramses II.
All of this knowledge was written on rolls of papyrus and stored in the House of Life.
The temple library might have contained 10,000 papyrus works, some of them copied from books that were already 2,000 years old when Ramesses was on the throne of Egypt. It would have been a storehouse of intellectual wisdom.
This library of knowledge would not have been possible without the invention of papyrus. The papyrus plant that grew along the Nile provided a medium to record Egypt's knowledge. The papyrus scrolls that filled the House of Life gave Egypt a recorded history. Ramesses' scribes continued to build the image of the pharaoh as a strong and vibrant warrior king.